That's an Acacia saligna. If you plant plenty of wattle trees, you'll certainly have visits from parrots. There's a rosella through there. They eat the seeds of the wattles, and some of them nibble the flowers, I think. Some parrots have got brush tongues where they can lick up pollen. What are they doing in there? There's our Rosella, Eastern Rosella, grooming itself in the Acacia saligna, also known as Port Jackson willow. Colourful feathers. There's an African boxthorn berry. What is it? The botanical Latin, Lycium ferocissimum. Rosellas enjoy those berries when they're ripe. They're related to goji berries. Going out in the countryside near our place. Rosellas are always attracted to African boxthorn berries. Listen to those dreadful motorbikes on a Sunday. Look, here's a juicier one. There's a juicier one. Rosellas will eat them. See all those juicy berries? Eaten by some bush tucker experts. But related to tomatoes, the Solanaceae family. Where's our focus? And they taste just like goji berries too, really. Let me taste a little bit. Quite sweet. That's a very good sweet one, that one. Yummy. Oh, I'm not recommending this as a bush tucker, by the way. If you want to eat these Lycium ferocissimum, you better do your research and ask a bush tucker expert. That one's quite a sweet one. Relative of the tomato, close relative of the goji berry. Lycium ferocissimum. What's goji berry is Lycium barbarum, or there's two types of goji berry. There's Lycium barbarum, and what's the other one? Lycium chinense. This is Lycium ferocissimum. There's also a native goji berry in Australia, Lycium austral. But I don't know if Lycium austral grows around here. This is African boxthorn berry. Very sweet. This isn't a bush tucker video. I'm just looking at some of the food sources of the Rosella. And they like these African boxthorn, which are considered noxious weeds. The council get around spraying them from time to time. That's another thing. If you eat one that's been sprayed, it mightn't be a good idea. You might just put weedicide, mightn't you? African boxthorn have been sold apparently as goji berries sometimes. Some of the goji berries you buy in the shops are sometimes these berries, apparently, according to Wikipedia. Do you believe everything you read in Wikipedia, of course? Wikipedia gets some things right, it gets some things wrong. I wouldn't I wouldn't swear at anything I read in Wikipedia or anywhere else on the internet. You've always got to research before you eat anything. This isn't a bush tucker video, I repeat. This is just a video about rosellas and what they like. I used to feed these to bantam chooks. There used to be all these wild bantam chooks around here. So I used to go for a walk and I used to pick these berries and I used to toss them to the bantams and they used to enjoy them. Of course, just because a bird can eat something doesn't mean that it's edible to a human, necessarily. There are berries that birds can eat that humans can't. Anyhow, you're not supposed to eat green African boxthorn because they're poison, like eating green potatoes. They're poison. They're poison. They're that tomato potato family, Solanaceae. The birds don't eat green ones, they eat ripe ones. Oh, there's a pretty flower too, see? It's like a bit like a tomato flower in its own way. A bit like a tomato flower, a bit like a potato flower. Let's have a little look at the flower. An African boxthorn flower. There's a pretty little African boxthorn flower. Isn't it pretty? They have a bit of fragrance too, and they do attract bees. I'm sure the rosellas spread them around in their droppings, don't they? All over the countryside. Focus, there you are. African boxthorn flower. You're as good as my microscope camera. Quiet Sunday afternoon. I think there's two there.